It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Hey, 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 hey. One touch of the catch vibration. One touch of the catch vibration. One touch of the catch vibration. You know they try, but you call temptation. One touch of the catch vibration. One touch of the catch vibration. One touch of the catch vibration. You know they try, but you call temptation. The thing, go shake that thing, the thing.
Have you just been doing that the entire time?
Yeah. I decided to perform my song for a little bit.
Oh, dude, that's beautiful. Yo, man, you can perform.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
You really can.
Thanks, bro. It takes me back to like talent shows and performing in front of hella African uncles and aunties.
Is that how you started off? You were doing talent shows?
Yeah, well, my mom used to just like you know, at the African functions, a lot of the times, they'd be like, oh, go dance, we'll give you money and stuff like that. So like my mom would always encourage me to go dance in front of them, and I'll get like, come home with like $20, $30, and I was just like, bet, I'm gonna do this like for the rest of my life.
Did you put a hat out too as you would like dance out?
Nah, they would just give it to my mom. That would have been hella funny.
Oh,
though.
she was your manager at the time.
She basically was. Yeah, she would just take the money.
Well, because I used to do that as a kid too. Do you know the song Mambo No. 5? You don't know that by Lou Bega?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the house. So that song would play.
Vocals.
Oh, stop it,
Come
man.
on.
Stop it. Now I'm shy. But I used to sing that. Not sing that. I used to dance to that so much as a kid. And my parents capitalized on that, and they brought me to family parties, and they're like, go play that song.
Yeah.
And then they would just like throw me in there, this like socially anxious fat kid, and then they'd just be like, go dance. And then like I would go dance, and they gave me like this little top hat to go around and just collect money from all the aunts.
Parents. Maybe my mom should have did that, because they would just walk up to her and give it to her. But maybe we could have made more money if we like got a hat and went around. And
if you walked up to them,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that would have been smart, man.
Damn,
yeah,
dude.
She would just, well, like African ways, they just be throwing money on the floor anyways.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. That's how, like, we have this thing called like the money dance, and they just play, whether it's like a Mende tribe song, which is like my dad's tribe, or like a Creole song, which is my mom's tribe. They just throw money on the floor, and they get a broom and they broom it up.
Whoa, it was like, that much money to the point where you had to get a broom?
At weddings, it'd be that much money, but I don't remember having that much money where I had a broom. But there was a lot of money on the floor, though. It was crazy. I was just like, damn.
So not only were they throwing money at the floor where you were dancing and singing, but they were also going up to your mom, a.k.a. your manager, and being like, here's money for Kenzo.
Like, here's money for your son dancing. Like, he's a wonderful dancer and performer. Like, yeah, my mom was like really encouraging of me, like performing in front of. She wanted me to be an actor, really.
Really?
Yeah.
And then how did that turn out? Did you like do plays or musicals growing up?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't like it because like I was already a nerd. So it was just like, bro, like now you telling me to be more of a nerd? Well, I thought what was more of a nerd, which is actually pretty cool. Like I should have did it. And I remember I was going to junior college and my mom pushed me to being a part of the theater class out there. And the theater teacher, so my high school theater teacher told my mom, it's like, your son is talented at sports, yes, and he's like also talented at other things, but this is his thing. Like whatever he wants performing wise on the stage, that he's good. Like he's really good. Like I encourage you guys to put him into more plays. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. So, and then same thing at my junior college. Like I had, we had a monologue, like these monologues we had to do. I forgot what piece I did. Now it's losing memory. I gotta ask my teacher for it because he said anytime we can go back and get it.
Whoa!
And I remember it was so good that the class cried.
No way.
Yeah, he cried, and he was just like, he pulled me to the side, and he was just like, the way you perform that, I haven't seen someone perform a monologue like that in 25 years. I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, maybe I should listen to my mom. I mean, it's never too late.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And I think part of the reason as to why you would make a good actor is because of how empathic and sympathetic you are.
Thanks,
you know?
bro.
I think we had just had maybe a good 15 to 20 minute talk downstairs, and you just have a really good way of connecting with people in a very authentic way. Like, I can tell that you truly care about those around you.
Thank you, bro.
And it's easy for me to say that you are one of the purest humans that has entered my home and like graced this platform. So shout out to you once again. Man. All of this success that has come your way in the recent years, you have not only earned, but you deserve.
Thank you, brother.
Because I'm here to promote good things happening to good people.
Yeah.
And so thank you for coming through again. Bro, Kenzo, welcome back to the podcast, dude.
Breezy.
Woo, my new nickname. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to go change that to my full government,
Come
dude.
on, for sure. You like, tell them I gave it to you, too.
Yeah, you'll get credit for it.
That's hella funny.
Dude, the last time you were here was in November of 2024. And since then, so much has happened.
Lot. We're in 2026 now. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I think, it was my birthday. Like a couple days before.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really cool. Damn, that was a minute ago.
Dude, so much has happened because I don't even think so. You did have Out the Trunk, which at the time was Trunk Chronicles, right?
Yep, it was Trunk Chronicles, and then we changed it to Out the Trunk, and that's, taking a whole nother beast into its own.
Yeah, dude, because even then, when we recorded back in November of 2024, you hadn't put out your thing with Shantae and Mally of them doing Crush.
Oh, yeah.
And then that, I remember when you guys posted that on all socials.
Yeah, that is crazy. You're right.
Took off.
We hadn't posted that yet. Yeah, because that came out in December. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
And it went viral right after in December. That's wild.
So after you came here on this platform, things were just happening. I mean, like right prior to that, you had just started spinning for LaRussell and doing all of that, which is a incredible feat of its own. But since then, let's talk about what's happened.
I feel like this is the Good Luck podcast, low key.
Oh,
because
shit.
who knows? Maybe something else may go by. We don't know. Let's speak it into existence. But man, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're
you
good.
On that.
No, let's talk about what's happened since, dude. Last year was a big year for you and and your peers. I mean, let's start off the top. I mean, Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Just a few weeks ago?
It's crazy.
Let's talk about that, man. What did that feel like?
Man, it was an experience. It was a true, it was just a very dope experience. I mean, obviously there's moments where you're like, damn, there's things that didn't happen, of course, or you wanted them to happen a certain way, but I still look at it like, man, my parents came here from Sierra Leone, Africa, and they raised me in a city called Stockton, California, and we got to do that. That's truly incredible. And I was on the news too. They had me on the news back home in Stockton, and I was talking to one of my friends, and it was crazy because Stockton. The last time we were on the news, or national news, because I was on the national news, it was crazy. It went from I guess they put me on the national news, I think. But either way, the last time we were on the national news, or just the news in general, was because of the shooting that had happened. And to be, now everyone's talking about this guy from our city that's performing at the Super Bowl. After 4 months later, I was like, damn, that's such a, I'm not trying to make it about me, but that's what my city is. That's what we really are, is coming together to uplift somebody and to push them to their higher self, or whoever they want to see themselves in and to become. And man, I was getting calls and texts and just, before the Super Bowl, and, when the Super Bowl happened, you walk in. And it was crazy because I had a conversation with my cousin, Chris Cisse, who played at University of Oregon a couple years, probably 8-10 years ago. And probably 8 years ago, maybe now. And he played in a national championship game with Marcus Mariota. And, before I saw him because he came to Family Fest the day before the Super Bowl. And I asked him, just straight up, how is it going to be? Because I feel like national championship and the Super Bowl are very similar. It's going to be a lot of people there, 50,000 to 70,000 people. What is going to happen? I don't know what to expect mentally. And he told me straight up, he's like, bro, everything is going to run through your mind of when you your first like remembrance of like the world, and you know, your parents doing one thing for you, or like taking to your first practice and things like that. Like all those things are going to run through your head, and it's going to be a lot at times, but you know, it's just embrace it when you get there. And as soon as we walked in the stadium, I'm like looking around and I'm just like, wow. Like, and I'm looking at my friends. I'm looking like Clay, Simon, Gio, everybody of the Yee Section and Russ, and I'm just like, wow. Like even for them, I'm just like, wow. Like this is crazy. Like Simon survived cancer. Like
yeah, dude.
Like LaRussell survived pretty much like a really, really hard like just being an independent artist and but also being in his early 20s and not being there mentally, and just hurting from knowing he's the one but nobody's seeing that. And you know, like Clay, you know, dealing with what he had to deal with from being in LA, and you know, but also having to come back home because, you know, of you know, medical situations with him as well. And it's just like, you know, Gio with her situation as well too. And it's just all those things were running through my mind, and I'm just like, bro, we really here. This is crazy. You get emotional talking about it, but when the game started and when we were playing, it felt fun. Felt really fun. It felt like sometimes nobody was even there. Like that's how fun it felt. And it's just, I don't know. The performance part was easy. I think taking it all in was the up and down roller coaster in a sense. I know that's a long answer, but
no, that's a beautiful answer. And what's dope about that, it's the story of no matter where you've come from and what you've been through. Because with those hardships in life, so many times we just want to give up. Yeah. And when you pursue through it and you get through these sicknesses, you beat cancer, you go through back surgery, you move back from LA back to the Bay because of health. And you guys were at one point just kids that loved music, that loved doing what you do, and loved it so much you kept doing it. And for whatever reason, you guys all came together
and did that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And it was like, I remember, like, it's always like, I think the memory that was dawning on me the most was like the last moment I had with my dad. You know, my dad passed away in 2020, and something that I think now I look back at it and I see how blessed we were to say goodbye to my father, and for him to come to his home and pass away in his home that he built, that he came to this country to like build with his family. And, you know, in our living room, me, my mom, and my sister were able to say goodbye to him. And it was such a beautiful moment. And I just remember the days before when I was able to talk to him and communicate with him. And, you know, I was asking him, like, man, are you, like, because we kind of knew that he was going to pass. And I asked him straight up, I'm like, are you scared? And he told me he didn't really like answer it, you know, like a dad, you know how dads are. Like he didn't really say like he was scared. He didn't really say he wasn't. But he deflected and asked me like, you know, how am I feeling? And I told him like straight up, I was like, I don't know what to do, dog. Like you're the man in my life. Like, you know, like, and I'm a man, yeah, but like how am I gonna do this like without you? And his last words to me in that moment was like, everything's gonna be okay. Please trust everything that's happening. It's not happening for no reason. You're going to get through this, and you're going to really be thankful. Like, you know, 4 or 5 years from now, I have no doubt in my mind that my son's gonna be okay. And he just kept saying that, like, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Like, don't worry. And I would tell, like, how could you know that everything's gonna be okay? And he was like, trust me, I know that everything's gonna be okay. And when I'm walking through the Super Bowl locker rooms, that's what's ringing through my head. I'm like, damn, he was right. He was right.
He knew ahead of time. He manifested that. Yeah. And, you know, it's no doubt in my heart that he's looking down at you and so proud.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, what do you think your dad would say if he could see what you're doing now?
Oh, man, my dad is man, I think he doesn't really get excited about a lot of things, but that, man, he probably Yeah, he would have been screaming. Like, he's always like the quietest in the room, but could be the loudest in the room. I think he would have been screaming and smiling from cheek to cheek. He would have been like telling, like, also too, my dad likes to brag, so he would have been at the bank. My son is playing at the Superbowl. Like he would have been extremely excited, and I know he is. Like, I know he still is. Like, physically, I think it would have been dope to see him how excited he was. But man, I mean, what a journey! Like, to have that happen, and I had to move back. At the time I was living in the Bay, and I had to move back, and be with my mom and my sister, and she was my girlfriend at the time. Now she's my wife, and had to be with her, and just really, be around family. And now we're back living in the Bay now. But man, it was a lot like that, and just everything I had to. With college, like, I used to sleep in my car, like, some nights, some days, like, you feel me? Like, it was some rough times. Like, I went through a lot to get there, and I feel like we all did. And, yeah, man, that really runs through your head a lot the whole time. And it's just like, wow. And sometimes you even forget, like, it's cool because some of your friends remind you what you went through, and you're like, what the fuck? I've been through that, like, to get here. And it's, man, I'm grateful for not only my family, but my friends who continues to remind me of what we had to go through. And it was really cool. Like, my friend Carlos Bryant hit me and was just like, he's a dope artist from Stockton, California. And he was just like, bro, I don't want to take away from your moment, but man, this is a win for the whole city of Stockton, California right now. Like, and he's like, also, this is a win for your home country. Like, this is a win. Like, people see this and they see hope. And I know you don't. He's like, I know you don't like making things about you, but man, like, this is bigger than you. So this is meant for you to happen. And man, yeah, I just hope that another kid gets to do it now from the city.
I mean,
and I know they will.
This is how it is when great people do great things. Once again, it inspires the next generation that you don't know is looking up to you.
Real talk.
Whether they're seeing you on Instagram, whether they're seeing you on the news, whether they're seeing you on the Super Bowl, it could inspire that now 8-year-old kid who wants to create their own music, whether it's by DJing or actually producing and singing and rapping. You guys are doing that. You guys are so inspiring. Cool. And what's great about you is that you always bring it back home. Yeah. I think that's what's really nice about artistry in general, right? We hear it all the time. Like, all these artists always repping where they came from. That's because we are our childhood. Yeah. Straight up. We're our village. Like, like our village. We don't get there without our village. You know what I'm saying? Like they helped raise us to be this, to whether it's the confidence, whether it's the, just the audacity to, think that like you can be the biggest person in the world. Like my dad used to always say, you have to have an audacity to think that. Like, you really have to like be like, man, like, why can't it be me? And it's crazy, bro. Like, I used to watch Jazzy Jeff and Miles Medina and be like, yep, that's what I want to do. But it's like, and you think about it in a nutshell, like, they're incredible. So to have that much confidence to be like, I can do that too, it's crazy. Like, you have to be kind of crazy, and your village will build that for you. And that's why it's so important to have a great support system, and so important to have your village. And when you do get there, it's great to pour back into them because they deserve it too. Like, this is a win not just for you. This is a win for everybody. Everybody won together. Oh, that's such a beautiful way to put it, dude. And you are not only talking about it, but you're showing it by action. You're always doing things in Stockton, Yeah. You're always shouting out Stockton. You're still spinning in Stockton. You're doing out the truck in Stockton. Yeah. And to bring it back to the motherland, you're always doing everything to bring it back to Africa. Even with your music, with the Afro beats that you put out. Kushe is so dope. Thanks, bro. And that means hello. That's a greeting in your language, right? Language, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. And to have Mally and Shantae on there doing their thing. Yeah. And LaRussell. Yeah. And to hear that live this past Friday at the Yee Section show at North Star Studios, that meant something because I knew what it meant to you. And when you know an artist is performing something not for the numbers, not for the cloud, but because it truly means something to them, like really the true definition of art. And like me knowing how much you rep your home country and what that means for them, what it means to the village, that makes it different, dude.
Thank you, bro.
So I mean, it was an honor to see you on Friday at the Yee Section show, doing your thing and doing it so well.
It was an honor to see you too, bro. That was like,
man.
Like I said before, like before we got on the pod, I was nervous just in general, like just the nerves. But seeing you, Danny Ali, like that like relieves the nerves of just like, man, like, and just being embraced in a way of like your peers see you in the same light that. Whether you see yourself in or sometimes you don't. And it's just like amazing to like, cause like, after Super Bowl, we went home. Like, I wasn't really outside too much. I kind of went back to work. Yeah. And that was like our first outing, kind of like our first couple of outings. It's been cool like seeing people since then because they'll be like, oh, congratulations. And I'll be like, wait, that was hella long ago. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was only a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I haven't seen them since. So it's cool to get that embrace. And man, I'm just really honored to be in the presence of like people like yourself and just be in the presence, of people who were all there. And that was like a unique experience. And it's just, it meant a lot to play, even like, the Kushe being out now. And it's just, like when we did the last podcast, the idea wasn't even out yet.
Wow.
Like I remember having this moment of just like a rebelness of rebelling against New Year's Eve and what that is for DJs. I remember my good friend Sean Looney in 2020 we were talking and I always thought that DJing on New Year's Eve, I don't care how much it was at the time, I thought that was a big thing for a DJ in their career. Like, you have to DJ on New Year's Eve or else you're not a good DJ. And I would always see Sean not DJ on New Year's Eve, and I was confused. I'm like, because that's one of the greatest DJs I know. So I asked him, like, hey, bro, like, why don't you DJ on New Year's Eve? And he was like, can't do it, bro. Like, you're asking me to go outside on a night where people are drinking, people are driving reckless, parking is crazy, clubs are packed, and you're telling me to do that for, pennies? No. Like, I'm going to do it for a certain amount of money, and if, they don't take it, I'm not stepping out the house. And I was like, damn. And one time I was just like, I need to do that. Like, I need to, put my foot down on that. But I was like, at the same time, I was also like, let me at least, see what the offers are. So I would throw out numbers and people were like, oh, we don't have it on our budget. We don't have that in our budget. I'm like, it's New Year's Eve. Yeah. It's the biggest night. And you're not going to pay the DJ X amount of dollars. It's kind of crazy. Like, the industry's in an interesting place, the DJ industry. And I just think it's not fair to ask a DJ of a magnitude of like a Sean Looney and Miles Medina to come out on a New Year's Eve and not pay them their rate, or of a me and not pay them their rate. Yeah. Because, man, New Year's Eve is like, we're there because of music. And if that DJ leaves, then it's just like, I can stop playing the music right now and everyone can be like, what the fuck are we going to do? And I just think it's very interesting how like New Year's Eve, they refuse to like pay DJs their rate, but they'll pay like, and I get it, like it's a balance. Like, if we're gonna pay him this, we might as well go find a famous DJ. So I was just like, in my head, I was just like, bet if they're gonna be like that, I'm gonna make sure that I'm that famous DJ that they book. So I decided to stay home, and I remember booking a studio session over in Oakland, where my Plural Music, the collective is, and I got to creating Kushe. And at first it was just the sample that I was fucking around with, and then I started fucking with these Afro drums a little bit, just the kick. and the snare, it was only it. So it just was my very, just, and it was boom, 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 cot, boom, boom, boom. That's all that we had at the time. And then the song just kept getting bigger and bigger. I linked up with my good friend Fendrana to really lock in on the log drums. I even talked to Simon about adding keys. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And then I booked a session with Shantae and Mally, and I was like, all right, this is what I have right now. But it's the beat's gonna continue to change, the production will continue to change into what I want it to change into. And Shantae laid her verse first, and Mally laid his. And then we're in LA, and that's when I asked Simon, like right then and then, hey, can you lay some keys down to this? And he was just like, bro, this shit sounds hella different from when I first heard it. It sounds crazy. And then so he started laying keys down. And then Russ was like about to go to sleep. And he was just like, I'm gonna write something real quick and I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm like, all right, bet. And he wrote what he wrote, and he wrote it like damn near in, I don't even remember him writing it, to be honest with you. He like he laid it down in less than 5 minutes.
No way.
Bro, damn near. No, maybe like 5-10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. I'll say 10.
Still.
But he did it pretty fast. And I remember him saying, good night, nigga. After he laid it down and went to sleep. And I was like, wow. And Simon was just like, all right, now all you have to do is arrange it how you want, like whether like who goes first. And I just thought it would be very special to hear Mally first and then Shantae, and then we get Russ at the end. And yeah, it was a really dope piece. My voice Shanzo mixed it, and man, it was a really great group collective. But at the same time, it was really cool to like hear one of my peers, my good friend Shanzo, kind of talk to me like, this is what Kanye does. Kanye cooks up an idea and he just thinks of it to be bigger and collaborates with all these dope people. So, man, I'm really proud of that record.
Yeah, look what it's turned into,
man,
dude. I remember when I first heard it, I was in the gym, and that's when I DM'd you saying, yo, this is so dope.
Thank you, bro.
This is so good.
Thank you.
And I was like, that was on repeat for a good amount of time.
Man.
Because melodically and in terms of flow from Mally and Russ, because Russ writing that in 5 to 10 minutes, and like it's that flow is so interesting. I like your smile. I like it. I
like your face, bro. He's going crazy.
Yeah, it was so different, and another layer to the sentiment that song holds is being able to see it live.
Yeah,
and then seeing Russ there too.
Yeah,
and what's beautiful about like, you could really see the village working and supporting each other, because when you were doing your thing at North Star with the Yee Section, I could see T and Russ just looking at you guys, and like looking so proud. And even though that was supposed to be his rest day, him barely containing himself from like getting up on stage, and he got up on stage.
I was not expecting him to even come, like, and for him and T to come outside, man, bro, they have a multi-million-dollar company right now to continue on and to push. And it just felt like your parents are right there watching you and like seeing like their kids, like you definitely feel the support. And it's just man, that village is incredible. And it's just like, also too, for us, we wanted when they came, it gave us more of like encouragement. Like, we want to show you guys the work, not only that we've been putting in, but the work that y'all put in to us. Like, this is what the investment looks like, where you guys are investing your time, your energy into, because Russ pours a lot into us. T pours a lot into us. And our only way to pay it back is to do stuff like that, to do performances, to have shows, sell merch, put out music, shoot music videos, use the resources that they've built. Or else, it's like, what's the point of it? And it's just like, we felt a sense of pride to like really put on a dope show for them, because we wanted to show people like, hey man, this is what this house built. This is what this village built, for sure. Yeah,
and you guys do it so well. You do it remarkably well, because it's a challenge to DJ amongst instrumentalists. Because your turntables, that's an instrument.
Thank you.
That is an instrument, and it was unlike anything I've ever seen. To curate your set amongst live instrumentalists and yourself.
Yeah.
And mix that with live performance and
It's
to
crazy.
not have a set list and to just go off of vibes and feels.
You know what I'm saying? And give everyone their shine. Like
Yes.
Jimmy, Simon, Clay, like Gio, Harry, like, and I was telling Simon, like, everyone deserves, like, the Yee Section is always a collective. Like, I feel like a Brockhampton or, like, you know, Odd Future.
Yeah.
But we also will have our moments of, like, headlining stuff. And, like, you know, my biggest goal right now is to book and to put together a Hokage Simon live show. And, you know, eventually grow into, like, a DJ Kenzo. Like, I want to do a festival and I want it to say, like, DJ Kenzo, yes, but I want it to be with my family. I want it to be with the Yee Section. Like, I've never seen, oh man, these DJs now, like, you know, for an hour, they'll book themselves for $40,000, $50,000. And that's amazing. You know, no knock to them. That's incredible. But if you're going to book me for that much, I want to give you an experience, not just me playing my own remixes and own hits. I want to bring out a band. I want to bring out maybe a choir. I want to bring out all these, maybe dancers and stuff like that. Like, all these elements that make this experience just a big group experience. Like, it was really dope yesterday. Like, my cousins and family members came to the Black Joy Parade after party when I was DJing, and it was just really cool seeing on stage all these people dancing and having a great time, and everyone out there kind of watching. But also, I was just like, man, I want everyone out there to come. Like, I want everyone to feel that, like, experience of, like, man, we're all in this together. We're all gonna dance. We're gonna live. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna sing. Like, and it was really dope. Like, the promoter after, she kind of told me, she's like, a lot of times, like, you know, you always go to me and look at me like, oh, was today good? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're like, she's like, you build an experience. Like, we laugh, we cry, we sing. Like, I never really seen a DJ do that. Like, well, I know there's other DJs out like that, and I want to showcase that more. Like I want to be able to showcase it, but I want it to lead to other people being like, well, their expectations of what a DJ is up there now. So now when you go see a Miles Medina, you're like, wow, he's 10 times better than Kenzo. Like, he's incredible. And then when you go see Jazzy Jeff, you're like, wow, he's incredible. And it's just, the experience keeps becoming an experience, but that's your baseline. It's not like, you know, no offense to, you know, but the bedroom DJ, like, I kind of miss when bedroom DJs were in their bedroom and not, you know, like I feel like there's times when you need to be in the bedroom a little longer. Like, don't go to the club just yet. Like, but also too, I understand you need to learn some way, somehow, but man, you're getting paid to do this, and you're, you know,
Dude, like, all you're asking for is to up the standard, up the quality of an art form. You know, we're not here to dilute the art form. And it's crazy how someone could call themselves whatever by doing the bare minimum.
Thank you. When
there's people doing the maximum.
You know what I'm saying? And right now there's this trend, and I don't know if it's still like a trend, but they're like they're saying like how DJs need an ego death right now. And I agree. I feel like, you know, I don't know where we got lost in it all, but it stopped being a part of, like, the dancing, the entertainment, the experience, and it became more about, like, you know, just like the aesthetic. And DJing, it's not an aesthetic, it's an art form, it's a craft. And like you said, I kind of want to get back to that of just, you're buying tickets to see this DJ and see him perform, but you're also buying tickets to let go of that 9 to 5 that you were working from Monday through Friday, to experience a moment. And, you know, myself included, like, I can do better with, I feel like that's the best way to expand this, is to look the man in the mirror and to ask people, like, what do you want from us? Where do you want? Because this is about you. And I remember having this conversation with, it was a random consumer who watches me several times. And I was just like, I seen her kind of like reposting the ego death thing. And I was just like, when it comes to my sets, like, what do you experience and what do you want more of? And she just told me straight up, she was just like, yo, like, I think your sets are incredible. And I think your sets are 101. What I want from you more, though, is you. Like, I want to know you. I want to experience your culture more. I don't want you to play what I want to hear. I want you to play what you want to hear and put me on. Like, I feel like that also is a part that is missing. Like, you know, like, kill that side of you where you feel like I'm like, damn, that's dope. That's dope. That's good. And we need that. Like, I feel like we need that to kill the ego of like, well, I'm about to, you know, put on for this bottle girl or put on for these bottle service people and get back to the roots of what this thing really is and what made it go, you know?
And you're doing that, dude.
Thank you, bro.
You look so happy and fulfilled on stage, and you have this balance of, you know, the first time you came on, you were talking about the responsibility that lies on the shoulders of a DJ because you are curating the vibes. You know, you are at times, you're sacrificing what you want to play to make sure that the people that paid for this event are okay. But you have definitely breached that boundary of now the trust is in your hands. Yeah. Because you have earned that. Yeah. You have earned that power of like, yes, I know I deserve to be here. I'm experienced enough to be able to play what I want. Yes. And then people want to hear what you want to play.
And also it's like trusting that and like not thinking it's like an ego thing. And it's just like, you know, like I trust me, but also I trust you too. Yeah. And it was very interesting because like we were on tour and I was with Russ, and Russ has a very unique way of, man, he's like Kobe to an extent, like with his teammates, and he has a way of pushing you to greatness or like saying little things that like he knows how I am. He knows that like sometimes I either take things personal, but when I take things personal, it encourages me to be greater. And I don't even know if he knew this, but we were talking one time and I was telling Tieta just about like, you know, kind of what we were talking about in 2024. And just like, you know, sacrificing what I want to give people what they want. And then he even said, was just like, man, but don't you think like as an artist, that's not fair? And he was like questioning it. Like, I feel like, you know, people come, they want it. I'm like, bro, but it's different for a DJ. And he was like, but is it? And then it got silent. And he goes, this shit pissed me off. He goes, you know what? Simon, I love the fact that you've never sacrificed yourself for anything. And you've always played what you wanted to play. And you always remained you. And I was just like,
damn, dude.
And I sat there and I remember just looking at Clay and Clay looking at me. And I was just like, yeah, I got to change that shit. Like, I have to. He's right. You know, Simon has never sacrificed himself. Like, he's from Vallejo, but his music sounds, you know, like, and not saying Vallejo has a sound, but his music is his. Yeah. And I was like, man, yeah, I'm from Stockton, but I want my music to be mine. Like, it doesn't need to be like, I don't need to entertain everybody, you know, like I'm already an entertainer. So it's like, I'm already like a performer. And when he said that, it hella put shit in perspective for me. And I took it personal, but not in a way of like resenting Russ for saying it, but really looking at myself and being like, you know what? We really do have to give an audience us, because when they leave, I want them to know me. I don't want them to think that like, oh, well, he's just like any other DJ. He plays all the hits and, you know, we leave. I want them to know that I'm African. I want them to know that I love to dance. I want them to know that we're going to sweat. I want them to know that you're going to like put your phone down. I want them to know that when they hear me. So it's been really cool experiencing that and really getting that off these last couple of sets. And I felt me, like, man, I never felt like I feel like I'm really becoming the DJ I've always dreamt to be these last couple sets. Yeah.
That's beautiful, dude. That is so beautiful to hear.
Thank you.
And yeah, I saw it. Dude, sometimes it's like that. Like I just because I'm similar. Like if I receive a criticism to those that I look up to or those that that are close to me, that opinion it matters. It matters. Yeah. I'd rather get that kind of criticism from someone that knows me rather than like, you know, all these like strangers in the comments and all of that stuff. And with that, like, you just care. Whenever it's okay to acknowledge your feelings if you're receiving feedback for anything. That's how I am. I it stings a little bit, but it does put you into perspective, and that's how you have to grow. You know, we got to go through this shit.
And it's very unique how he does it, because it's like, I was watching Kobe Bryant the Muse, and he was talking about how he has to really get to know his teammates, and he has to know how to talk to them and how to go about things with them, and Pau Gasol may receive things differently than Lamar Odom, and I've always noticed the way he talks to me is like that. Like, he'll like do things where he knows that I don't know if he does it on purpose or not, because it's really hard to know what that guy's thinking. But like he'll do things like that to where he's just like, I know he's gonna hear that and he's gonna take it. But like, there's never a time where he like sometimes he'll talk to some people on the team directly and tell them like, hey, you need to do this X, Y, and Z. And there's sometimes when he'll talk to a team like that where he'll be like, oh, well, this, this and the third. And it's very interesting. And like, I really feel like that's what a leader does. Yeah. And it's really helped me lead my community and the people that I work with too, because I can be intense all the time, and I have to realize that like intensity doesn't really fit everybody. Some people need like comedy, some people need like a gesture, like or speaking in like, or you like talking to someone else and knowing that person's listening and be like taking it to the point where it's like, damn, I took that personally, I'm about to go get it now, like so it's very interesting. Like Russ is, man, he's incredible. Like truly, like I'm honored to be like. I hope that God willing, I'm a part of his team for a very long time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you, dude.
Thanks, bro.
Really moving mountains while remaining good people and communicating. I mean, that's just how it is with individuals. We have to like, whether it's your friends or family, or if you're a leader and it's your team, like you do have to figure out a way. People want to be communicated to differently, right?
Yeah.
It's that's just how it is, and it's cool to see that the love that you guys have for each other, because that only happens with people that have that kind of love for each other.
Yeah,
man, you guys have done a lot together. Outside Lands as well. We didn't even touch on that. That also happened.
That was incredible too. Like that was a moment where it's like, what are we doing? Like, this is crazy. but man, I think you hit it right on the nail. I mean, one time LaRussell just was like, we were in the van, and he was like, man, thank you guys. Like, it's very rare to have like a team where like, we all like, we don't argue, we don't fight. Like, we have disagreements, we have different points of views, but like, we articulate that and we get through it and we understand where each other is coming from. Like, and it's like, there's no hate for anybody, or just there's not even dislike for any of them. Like, I love all those guys. I literally love every single one equally. Like, I don't think there's one person on the team where I can't be. Like, you ever had that friend where you're just like, you're always in a group setting with them and you start to realize that, man, we're never alone. And you get alone with that person, you're like, I can see why we're never alone.
Yeah.
I don't, like, with the Yee Section and just good company, there's not a person on that team that I can be alone with all of them. Yeah. Like, from, Hen is our security guard, and Russ is security guard. But also too, like, man, he secures all of us. He's such a, man, when I first met him, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared of bro. Like, like I remember one time I used to call him sir all the time, and he was like, "Don't fucking call me sir."
Holy shit.
But to his point, he's my brother. He's big bro. Like, he is my brother. Like, the way he talks to us, the way he's about things, the way I think too, like, I think we were talking one time and he noticed like me not having my father in my life no more, and me heading into this new step of marriage and just, being with, my wife, and man, he's just been great, giving the greatest advice to grow, like, as a man into my 30s now. And man, it's just everyone on our team is like that, where you can literally grow from all of them. It's really cool.
That's the impact that we have as people. Sometimes we forget because we're going through our own shit, and when you're just in the thick of it, you forget that you have that kind of impact that could change the trajectory of of your friend's life or of
Yeah.
a stranger's life even.
Yeah.
You know, they often say that, yes, we are just small beings in this big cosmic universe.
Little specks.
The little specks, yet our impact that we have on each other, the love that we hold in our hearts, like the whatever is beyond these little meat tubes that we are.
Yeah.
That shit matters, dude.
Bro.
You ain't never know what someone had been through prior to you meeting them,
Yeah.
and what weight your words or your actions have on them, and how that could truly change everything,
Yeah.
dude. And you've gone through a lot, and for people to, you know, we're both 32 years old,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of life that we've been able to live, and we still have
Bro.
so much ahead of us.
Yeah. Oh,
but
God.
for us to be able to have the humility to still accept wisdom from others around us and be able to call people big bro and still learn from other people about ourselves,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing,
It is.
dude.
Even like Clay is 22, Mally's 19. I still learn.
Yeah.
I still learn a lot from them too. And it's just like Cujo was asking me one time, like, how do you stay so young? Because he was just like, bro, like you're just 32 and you're just not unked out. And I'm just like, bro, because of y'all. Like, you know, I have younger siblings too, like that I talk to and I listen to them. Like sometimes I don't even call them little, like anything. Like I call, oh, that's my sister. Oh, that's my brother. Like I don't say little or little cousin, like because I see them the same age as me. I see everyone as equal. So yeah, that's a unique point. Like I think that's like really helps people stay young and people stay present for sure. It's like taking advice and just really just taking everything in at once.
Dude, age is just a number.
It is.
Wisdom is what matters, right? And life, you could experience so much at the age of 19.
Yeah.
Mally's
the
amount I learned from him when I first met him.
So crazy.
And you could tell by the way he just interacts with people that he takes his time to respond. And I
does.
love that.
And I think that's like a common thing from the 209 is like, and it's like the 209 is a very special place. Stockton, Merced, Modesto, Turlock, like all these places. It kind of teaches you to grow up a little fast. Like at 19, a lot of the stuff that Mally's experiencing, like me and Mally have a lot of similarities to where it's like I was him at 19, like, you know, but probably, you know, maybe a little bit more responsible, but I was him at, no, I'm joking, bro. Mally's extremely responsible, bro. He's like, you know, he has his moments, but we also have to give him credit to where it's just like, man, he's a artist, but he still shows up to assist LaRussell, assist T, handle a lot of stuff like that he's supposed to handle. But like, man, he's so wise. He's so wise beyond his years. And man, I'm just, you know, really grateful to like be there with him and be there for him and him to be there for me and be there with me. And it's like, it's a very equal thing. Like that is a little brother for sure, but like he doesn't, man, sometimes I'll be forgetting he's that much younger than me, you know?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
So,
Same.
yeah, he's an incredible human. And I like, you know, I think it's just a 209 thing. I think, you know, a lot of us a lot of us are like that. Like, you know, when we're 19, we act exactly like a Mally because of the shit we've experienced. So.
The first time I ever met him was at this performance in Oakland. And like we were following each other, I think, and we were just on each other's radar. And yeah, he saw me, and then he the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Puts his hands together, says like, yo, it'd be an honor if I could have an interview with you. And I'm like, what? You want to? Because like, I think he's so good.
He's the future, bro.
So good.
He's a now and the future.
I know when he starts doing this with his hands.
He's going in.
You ever watch Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah.
You go by me by Ji Zhao. He cooking up. That's his flow state when he's doing this shit and he starts going like this. I'm like, all right.
He starts to closing them eyes. It's over. It's
done.
Wrap. It's him and Russ, man. They're, oh my God, bro. Like I told him the other day, I was like telling him like, you know what, J. Cole dropping, Baby Keem dropping, and like, you know, Currency and Larry June dropping, and it's like all these artists dropping. I told him like, you're a part of that ecosystem. You know that, right? Like we need that. We need all these artists to drop with different sounds and different sonics and different cadences and styles. And you're a part of that. You help the ecosystem. Like music is healing. And just like how, the jungle is the jungle, like, the lion has to eat the deer and then shit it out. And then, someone has to eat that. And then, like it's weird thing
it's an
to think
ecosystem.
about,
You're right,
it's an
dude.
ecosystem. And it's the same way with music. Like when you drop, I told Russ dropped too.
Mm-hmm.
I had to call him. It was on my way to the Berkeley game I did with Avery. And
nice.
I called him. And I was just like verbatim. Maybe let me see if I can get the words exactly right. But I think I said, "Hey, bro, like I know it's your off day, and I don't ever want to take advantage of the access I have to you. But you are my friend, and I consider you my friend. And I have to tell you in real time, bro, this album is incredible. Like it's like not only is it incredible, we need it. Like with everybody dropping the way they've been dropping, and then getting this, it's like I can listen to Baby Keem and get that side." Like, right? I feel like Baby Keem, and then I can listen to this and get that side. And I listen to Cole, and it's just like really dope that you've added to that. And I know that album was like for you to like get that off your chest, but man, it was, I resonated with that project. I was listening on the way here, like Father God Guide Me, and just the records on there, like the choir being involved, Simon. It's like, For What It's Worth is my favorite album by him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, For What It's Worth is my favorite album by him.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, For What It's Worth is the album that really, like, it was 2 years after my dad had passed, I believe, like 2022 when they released that. And that album, just being completely transparent, I was dealing with a lot of suicidal thoughts and even suicidal actions to an extent. And having my wife there and just, that helped. But man, it just was like, I was going through it here, and it's like, it was really tough because you're not trying to put too much on that person. But at the same time, that person is telling you, like, this is what I'm here for. But music, man, like her and music healed me. And For What It's Worth was really that album where it's just like, wow, like I need to be here because like my mom, my sister, like they're counting on me and I need to show up for them in the best way possible. And it's just like, I remember it's I think it's the song For What It's Worth, like, if I can give anything to you, I'll like, it's like so many, like, I don't know if he's talking about his mom, but when I heard that song, I was just like, man, like, if I can give anything to my mom, it would be bills paid, house paid off, like your favorite car, like and it's like that's also for my dad too, because this is what y'all came to this country for. You feel me? Like this is what y'all came here for. Like I know for them they don't want us to take care of them, but that's what I want to do, and I'm doing it to the best of my abilities right now, and I want to do it to a whole point where it's like you don't ever have to lift up a finger to do anything. So that album brought things in perspective for me to where it's just like, all right, I know you have these feelings of not wanting to be here, but you need to be here right now for them. So, and for yourself too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for hearing it.
No, man. Like I'm this conversation's healing, I would say. You know, beyond just, it's a very healing time. We're talking about like the power of music heals.
Yeah.
This non-tangible thing that's just invisible waves that enters our eardrums, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that did that for you, like, is beautiful, and like reminds me, prior to this episode, I was lightly sharing with you that I'm just going through some hardships right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, life is doing its thing, and emotionally and mentally challenging times, and yet it's stuff like this that remind me, as I was saying prior, is that our words, our actions, what we do, it's bigger than us, and like, just what you're telling me, like, he heals me, and like, there's, it's, and I want to thank you for sharing all of that, dude.
Of course, bro. And it's all a part of the journey, and like, even going back to the Super Bowl, like, it wouldn't have been a thing if I didn't have to go through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like me going through all that stuff made it more special because we had to go through everything to get there. And it's kind of the same thing for you where it's just like, yeah, it's hard right now and it's tough, but the story when you overcome it is going to be amazing. You know what I mean? Because you had to go through all that, it's going to mean 10 times more when you get there versus if you just got there without it, it's going, you know.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to mean 10 times better when, you know, you're in that $1 million house or you got a yacht and it's like, man, like I don't know, it just means more. And that's why that's why America is America. Yeah. That's why we see so many great things. When we see these rappers, artists is like they go through all their hardships and they get there. And it's just like, man, that's the human part of it. And, you know, that's why like it's so important to see everybody, you know, to be nice to everybody. To be nice to everybody. And right now we're in a evil time where not everybody's nice to everybody. Shit, we got people picking up kids and sending them like they're aliens away, and then they're not aliens. Those are human beings. Yeah. And man, it's like, you know, fuck ICE for real. Because you know, at the end of the day, bro, like you don't know what that family had to go through to get here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And for them to go through all those hardships and to deal with all the things they had to deal with and now feel like we're in America, like we're here, like we're building this together. And then for you to say, we're the land of the free. And bro, you're a marketing scheme. Yeah, you're not really free. Like no one's free here. Like it's crazy. And I don't mean to get deep on it. It's just a sensitive topic because it breaks my heart to see what we're going through in this country right now. It's with the situation with Palestine and Africa as well. And it's just like, what are we doing, guys? Like that's not the hardship that God wants us to go through. Like, and you're just adding more fuel to the fire, and it's not healthy. It's not good. Like we deserve to celebrate each other like this. We deserve to be amongst each other and not feel greed of money or pride or ego. We deserve to feel pride in dealing with our hardships the way we dealt with it and overcoming them. Not for money, not for none of that. Like just to hopefully one day impact many other people along the way. That's the riches. That's the fame. Like it's not that dollar amount. Like, yes, that's how we pay bills and stuff like that. But man, like the money will come. Like just worry about that. And I just hope we're in a better place soon.
Yeah. And that's all we can do, really. Yeah. And to just keep spreading the love and positivity that we've kept doing. And because you're right, money will come and go, but it's this shit that's irreplaceable. Yeah. It's your impact on the world that's priceless. You can't put a
tag on that.
Can't put a tag on your time on Earth, man. You cannot put a price tag on that. And I don't know. My dad used to always say, like, before you, when I would ask him as a kid what the meaning of life was, he'd be like, well, just make sure you leave something behind for those after you, you know, whether that's your kids, whether it's just like your friends, whether it's the world. He said he wants to make an impact on this world beyond like just making the massive amount of money, because you don't take that with you into the afterlife.
Bro, you don't.
So, and I've talked about this before, but it stuck with me. So, well, my dad's a cancer survivor. So like shout out to your dad. Dude, shout out to my dad. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful man.
That's beautiful.
Has changed so much since he's gone through that. And he would tell me that when, sorry, I'm just like really appreciating life.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's a hardworking man.
Yeah.
He would do taxes for, he's an accountant, very Filipino. He would do taxes. He would do taxes for all the friends and all the family.
Yeah.
And it wasn't later on in life that I found out that he wasn't charging them a dime. He said, whatever amount of money that you want to pay me, just put into this charity, dude. That's beautiful. Just put into charities. And I'm like, wow.
That's so unselfish.
That's like, what?
Like what?
That's leaving something behind, you know? And all that to say is that, like, I just hope we're doing, I hope I'm doing my job.
You are.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Nah, bro, let it out. Man.
Hey, future Christian, cut this out.
Nah, bro. You want a hug?
Yeah.
Let's hug it out, bro. Come on. Let's hug it out. Come on, brother. Man. This is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, don't ever be afraid to do that, bro. I feel like sometimes we need to do that more. And just like, man, bro, as men, this is very therapeutic. Yeah. But as men, I feel like we just don't like cry enough and we don't release enough. And we deserve to. We deserve to. Like, we deserve to like express that. Like, it was crazy. I remember, and it's like I remember Caleb Williams, you know, he lost a game when he was playing for USC. And he runs up to his mom and he's crying. And so many people on ESPN was just like, I don't want my quarterback to cry. Like, I don't want the leader of my locker room to run to his mommy's arms and cry. I'm like, well, what would you rather him do? Punch the wall? Throw his helmet? Those are all like actions that like can hurt yourself. And crying, there's no pain in that. It's releasing the pain.
Yeah.
And I was like, why don't we encourage that more and never to feel sorry or sad for that? So, bro, don't ever feel sorry for crying, bro. That's like that's needed.
I
That's
know.
needed.
I appreciate you. It's just growing up a brown male.
You know what I'm saying? Growing up an African, I definitely relate.
You know how it is. You gotta be the man of the house sometimes.
I've never seen my dad cry ever.
Oh, not even once?
Not even once. Not even when he was leaving. I don't even think he cried then. Like, he just never really, I never really seen him cry. I've seen him, well, actually, when he was leaving this earth, he teared up a little bit, but I never really seen my dad cry, ever. I don't even think I've seen my mom cry, to be honest with you. Like, like, it's really dope, though. Like, now we're in that space that we can say, I love you and stuff, but man, bro, that story is touching because it's just like, it takes me back to like my father and just seeing all the people that were impacted by his death. And, yeah, man, like, your dad definitely is beyond rich and beyond like famous in my eyes. And
thanks,
look
dude.
at what he's done, like to build a son, to build this, like, man, this is beautiful, bro.
This is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Like, didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, me neither, but it's amazing. I'm glad it did.
Yeah, there's something about you that just makes it. You curated it. I know it's my podcast, but you curated a safe environment to be able to feel that out.
Yeah,
and I think, you're the type of guy that when people hang out with you, they must feel like a better person afterwards.
Thank you, man.
Like,
I hope so.
All of my friends do that for me, but there's like definitely like a handful where it's like every single time, like I'm gonna go about not only my day, not only the week, but like, you know, the rest of my life a bit better now because of that. You know.
Yeah. Thanks, brother.
I appreciate you, dude.
I appreciate you too, bro. I was tearing up behind these glasses too.
Dude, I should have worn shades. I should have worn shades as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You're doing beautiful things for the world. I mean, outside of just the music, but like you've done things for the community. You had your own backyard show.
Yeah, that was really cool,
dude. Yeah,
it was like, you know, going back to what your dad was saying, like I want to leave an impact on this world bigger than music. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like I want to, and it's like, I've always like wanted to change the world and bring peace to the world. And I feel like this is the best way that I can, is building a platform to the point where it's just like, obviously I don't want anyone to ignore their happiness or, their sadness and stuff like that. But I just want to lead peace and lead people to a different perspective on earth and stuff like that. Like, it's deserving. Like, everyone deserves to be happy and deserves to have some type of peace and just to feel like, you know, like, man, like your dad's story really just touched me just now because it's like, man, it's leaving that impact on this in this world is extremely important for me. Yeah. Like, you know, and just like, obviously I would love to build generational wealth for my kids and kids, but also, you know, want them to feel those like riches of just like, okay, our grandpa or our dad was an amazing man and like I aspire to be an amazing man, but I also want a kid in Australia to see me and be like, wow, I got to see that dude at Coachella, and I got to meet him. And he was an incredible human. And like, he's my favorite DJ of all time. His name is DJ Kenzo, and he was really nice to me. Yeah. And I want that to like leave, like I want them to leave with that feeling of like, man, like obviously, you know, I'm not gonna, I'll have my moments, but I just want them to know that like I'm a human just like them, and I came from the same struggles that they came through. Like whether you're from the hood, the burbs, or even like a village, like man, you can really be something, and like not just for yourself, but for the world.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. And because how many times have we all exchanged or heard stories about people meeting one of their heroes
and they hate them,
and they hate them, but like how endearing and how reassuring is it when you meet them?
Yeah, cool.
And they're not only cool, but like beyond cool. You know, they smile at you, they dap you up, they say what's up, and it's like they give you, you know, stuff like that. Not that any like celebrity has to be anyone's best friend.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at least like that goes a long way, because you have this like, I want to say power, but you have this platform to really do that. And it's just like, man, I remember my first show at North Star. This dad brought his kid. And it just got me really emotional because it reminded me of my dad and me. I was like, damn, bro. Man. I remember my dad used to bring me to stuff like that. Like my first basketball game and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, man, that's beautiful. And now that I'm DJing for like the Kings, it's like a win for me and my pops. And man, that kid looked me in the eye and was just like, you're my favorite DJ. And I want to be a DJ when I grow up. And his dad is standing right next to him and encouraging that. And I'm like, bro, that's what it's about right there. That's what it's about. Like that connection with him and his dad, I was just lost for words. I was just like, I'm your favorite. And like, I get to like be an example for you. And I was like, damn, I really got to watch what I say on Instagram. But it was so cool. Like, yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
yeah,
why you saying sorry?
Crazy. I just said that earlier to not say sorry earlier. Such a hypocrite.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude, don't apologize.
Yeah, bro. Jeez.
Well, no, thanks for sharing, dude. I mean, I think this is the power of this.
Yeah.
I hope people get to see this and feel inspired.
Yeah,
that's beautiful that you've had that impact and that you will continue to have that impact. And that's a beautiful fucking
God
story,
willing, bro.
Dude.
Man.
Kenzo, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you too,
There's
bro.
so much more I wish we could talk about. But guess what? We'll just do another one, man.
Man, bro, we got to do that live one in Stockton.
We'll do the live one in Stockton.
Got to.
Yeah,
That'd
dude.
Be crazy.
Would love to do that. Oh, before we do like wrap up with an improv scene, let's talk about Stockton. Let's talk about home. Let's talk about how you feel about it, what could be done to like what resources could be made for it because stuff has happened there. And I know that it's a beautiful city because you rep it hard and you talk about it so much. What can people do for the city of Stockton to help it? Man,
I feel like one thing that they can do is I think with the city, bro, like I noticed something that was like when the tragedy happened, a lot of people were like, well, that's why I fucking moved. And that's why I did this and that's why I did that. And like, you know, for me, I was feeling for those kids. Like that was my first like what? Like I got to grow up in that city, you know? I got to like experience having friends. And man, those kids don't get to experience that. Yeah. No more. And it's like, man, I think we got to look outside of ourselves and not look so inner all the time and think about the city in a whole. Like, I think I was talking to my friend Lex and she was just like, straight up told me, she's like, God bless you, because the journey you're on is very dangerous to like I no longer live in Stockton, but the fact that I'm still going constantly to help out the community. She was like, you're pretty much going in the war zone and you're saying like, I don't care what happens to me. And then it's like, it's bigger than me though. You know, like if I can make an impact in this city that can help kids kind of see things in a different way, maybe the city can change and maybe like we can have more resources. Because that's what older adults did for me. Like they were able to guide me and see outside of themselves. And like, I see something special in this kid. Let me give him my resources because one day he could have $5.5 million. He could have 10, like God willing, so much money. And since I gave him those resources and I just hope that he's going to give back. And knowing the kid that I am and who I've become as a man now, like, bro, there's so many ideas and so many things I want to bring to the city as far as like, you know, more shows, more activities to do there's nothing to do there. So it's like, you know, you get bored. You want to indulge in, you know, gang activity. You want to do this, you want to do that because there's nothing to do. And, you know, there's guys in gangs from the suburbs, there's guys in gangs from the hoods. And it's just like, man, I think at the end of the day, it's just like a lot of my homies did become people a part of those gangs. And I think they just wanted to feel like a family, like they wanted to have family. But if we give them something more and be like, well, you don't have to do that to be a part of a family. You can be here. Like, I feel like that's what will help the city is coming back and building yourself. Yes, you can go away, build yourself, but just come back and help. Like, that's all we're asking. Don't look, yes, it can be in your rearview mirror, but like, it can also be in front of you too. Like, you know, it's nothing to take a pit stop to the gas station, fill up the gas tank, and then keep going on your way. Stockton can be your gas tank to where giving back, yes, you're losing, but you're also gaining. That's also fueling you. Yeah. And I think that's the best way that we can really, obviously there's deeper things like, you know, like government-wise and things like that. But I feel like that's something that, you know, just giving back in the best. It's more of us than one of us, then it would. I think that's what would really take over the city. Right now, the city is seen in this like negative light because that's what we made the main objective. But if we stop thinking so negative and thinking so like and obtain this positivity even in the midst of negativity, then I feel like we can really take it on one. Like Oakland is a prime example. Oakland's bad. Yeah. But yesterday there was joy and happiness in that city. And they have moments like that will over trump the negativity. And I feel like, man, we can do that and we should do that. And I want to be at the front in any way possible or helping, you know, and put everyone's difference to the side of who wants to do it and how they want to do it. Like, as long as we do it, that's all that matters, you know? I think that would help. I hope that would help. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's beautiful. That's I think that's exactly what the city needs, because you are not your reputation.
Nah.
The city of Stockton is a city full of loving, endearing people too.
Come on.
Just trying to survive like the rest of us.
Yep.
But, you know, the cards that were dealt and the resources that people grow up with, that really shapes the trajectory of their lives.
Yeah.
And you can't blame from like, we all at one point were innocent little children.
Yeah.
And whether it's nature or nurture, we just had different resources or lack of resources that kind of push us into certain corners that make people make certain life decisions.
Yeah.
But that is not who the city is, you know?
Yeah.
And things can change. Cities can grow.
Yeah.
Very much like the people in it. So,
yeah.
Dude, no, thank you for what you're doing for home.
Thank you.
Whether it's Stockton, whether it's Africa.
Yeah.
You're doing it through music.
I gotta do more though. I will do more. I'm excited to.
Oh, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Thank you.
And once again, you've earned and deserved all of this, as well as the rest of Good Company, as the rest of Yee Section.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a beautiful human.
You too, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Ooh.
Let's do an improv scene and we'll get out of here.
Let's do it. Let's leave it with some laughs and less tears.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of two 32-year-old men crying. But deal with it. If you're holding in some like pent up sadness and emotion,
let it out.
Listen to your favorite song. Mine's Etta James. And then just let it out and then go out and be a better person.
And then spin around.
Dude, and spin around as fast as you can. Because that's like, it's like getting drunk without drinking alcohol.
Yes.
Because that's poison.
You don't need to drink alcohol. Just spin around if you want to feel like that.
Spin in circles. That's it.
Yes.
Dude, yeah, let's do this improv thing.
Let's do it.
Without further ado, it can't be that bad.
Can't be that bad.
Oh, man. Kenzo.
Yes?
I just got to come to you for some advice.
You can come to me about anything.
I have all these feelings, and I don't really know what to do about it. My dad says, don't do it. He says, when water comes out of your eyes, something bad happens.
He's kind of telling the truth, though. There's a moment where, the water comes to your eyes and you just get to crying, and it's like, what can we do?
Yeah, Kenzo, just remind me one more time. How old are you again?
Well, today I am 67. Yesterday I was 32.
Oh, you're going back. Whoa, how did you age?
Benjamin Button.
Wait up, let me just suck these tears back up. I don't know if that's how the Benjamin Button disease works.
To some extent, I don't know either. They didn't really give me much information on the disease, but we're learning every day. And today, I just woke up 67.
Is it day by day that it changes?
Day by day. Tomorrow I may wake up 5, and it's like...
Cut to tomorrow. Kenzo, I'm back.
A shot.
How old are you today?
Today I'm 5.
Oh, you're 5. I can tell with the hand gestures.
Thanks.
Yeah, you didn't have arthritis. You don't have arthritis anymore.
No, I can actually move my fingers and stuff like that.
That's crazy. Well, thanks. I mean, now I'm not even sad about what I was sad about yesterday. Let's not worry about that. This is incredible.
I was sad the other day because my cookies fell.
Your cookies fell from where?
They fell from my pockets. I had them in my pockets and then they fell on the floor and I was so sad.
You put cookies in your pockets?
I like to eat the cookies in my pockets.
Why are they not on a plate or in a jar?
Because I had them from my mommy.
Cut to the next day. All right, Kenzo, I'm back. How old are you today?
Today I'm 28.
Oh, Dave.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like,
okay.
It's weird.
Okay.
Yesterday I shitted myself. And the day before, I think I shitted myself again.
Oh, yeah. Because, you'll do that at 5 and you'll do that at 67.
Yeah, so.
But today, you're good.
Today, I'm great. It's
no shit in your pants.
I had to take a shower for a long time, for sure.
Wow, that's good.
It's very interesting.
So, I mean, there's no medication for this? You're just kind of going with the flow? How do you do your everyday activities? How do you plan ahead of schedule?
Man, it's like really annoying. Like, we got to figure this out because I would like for me to just stay one age, but it just keeps fluctuating. But it's very interesting, bro. Like,
wow.
Yeah, see, Breezy, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Like, this is kind of scary.
Cut to Kenzo's worst enemy. Don't know. It's an ICE agent, I guess.
Oh shit! That's a great enemy.
Yeah, dude. That's a good enemy that I think we could agree on, right?
Yeah, I actually would wish this on my worst enemy. Now that we're talking about it.
All right, we won't cut to the ICE agent for too long. He's a zygote. He just turned into a zygote. We'll cut back. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I'm really curious about this. What do you think you're going to be tomorrow?
Man, hope it's not 90. That would be crazy.
Cut to the next day. He's nonverbal. Do you need anything?
I may need some water.
Okay, we'll get you some water real quick. Hey, Kenzo.
Yes.
I just wanted to say we found a cure for this. If you want it.
Please, I would appreciate that. Because it's taking me a long time to drink the water.
And scene.
That was fun.
Dude, thanks for... What a way to end. Yeah, dude.
Man, what a life.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to just like roll with the. I put you in an interesting situation where I gave you 6 different characters.
Yeah.
And you just had to play it out.
Yeah. I could have played the 90-year-old a little better, but.
No, that was really good. That was really good, dude.
Thanks.
They're usually like nonverbal and very slow. So yeah,
for real.
At 90, man. Dude, this has been a wonderful conversation.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's done a lot for me, obviously, and I hope for the listeners at home that it does a lot for you.
Same.
You've done a lot for this community.
Thanks,
and
bro.
I want to thank you for that. You have another song that is unreleased, right?
Yes, Fine Gyal.
Fine Gyal,
Yeah.
which I got to hear at the North Star Studios as well.
Yes, sir.
Really good, dude.
Coming out soon. I think March 13th. You guys heard it here exclusively.
Wow, March 13th. Then we'll
hoping
line
for
this we'll line this episode out with the release of that.
Come
dude.
on, gratitude.
Yeah, man. Whatever I could do for you. Once again, man.
too,
like
bro.
truly. One of my favorite parts about this podcast is that I'm not only getting to talk to the coolest people in the world, but I get to become friends with the coolest people in the
bro.
world.
You
Dude.
my dog, see Breezy. Come on, bro. We locked in. We gotta do lunch sometime.
Yeah,
like a
let's do
dinner or
lunch.
something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's love, bro.
Always.
And until next time, because there will always be a next time. You're welcome back
Always.
whenever. Before we get out of here, please look into the barrel of the camera and leave the listeners with the phrase of saying a piece of advice that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
Okay, for sure. Today, you may feel like crying. Cry. Let it out. Let it out. You deserve to let it out. There shouldn't ever feel a reason. Like, think about it. Like, no one's telling you not to. You're the only one telling yourself not to cry, really. The world is telling you not to, but it's really you that's got to listen to you. Let it out. Release the pain, the agony, all that. Release it. You are loved. Have a great day.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Till next time, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here. Peace, love, and bye.
Bye-bye.
Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.